lovelies, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be making use of this 2 yards African print and also a small black crepe for the front design. Now let's go ahead and cut out our dress. So to get started, you need to fold your fabric into 4 and draw your starting line. Then on the starting line, you are going to mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. After that, from that point there, you are going to mark your sleeve length plus seam allowance. So I'll be making use of a sleeve length of 8 inches and seam allowance of 1, making 9 inches. After marking it, the next thing you're going to do is to mark your neck width. So I'll be using the neck width of 3 inches. Then the neck depth of 1.5, which is going to serve as the back neckline, and 3.5, which is going to serve as the front neckline. After that, you are going to go ahead to use your curve ruler to draw out the neck shape. So now the next thing to do is to mark your shoulder to bust points. Your shoulder to waist. Shoulder to hip. And your gown length. But for me, I'll be making use of the whole length of this fabric. So this line is going to serve as my hem line. Now, after making the points, the next thing to do is to draw a line across each of them.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire.
So what we're going to do next now is to place our round measurements. And to do so, on the bust line, you're going to mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Then you add your seam allowance of 3 inches. On the waistline, you're going to mark your waist measurement divided by 4 plus the seam allowance of 3 inches. Same thing on the hip line. You're going to mark your hip measurement divided by 4 plus seam allowance of 3 inches. So now you're going to measure what you have on the hip line. Then place the same measurement on the hem line. After that, the next thing to do now is to connect each point together. Now guys, don't forget this is where our sleeve length stop. Then on the bust line, you're going to come down by half an inch. Making sure it is half an inch. After the coming down by half an inch, you're going to draw a curve as you see me doing. Then you are going to measure what you have on the starting line and place the same measurements on your post line. After that, you are going to connect as you see me doing. So guys, that's all about the drafting of this dress. Now let's go ahead and cut it out.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. It laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
So guys, on the starting line, I went up by half an inch. This is for the joining of the two shoulders together. After that, I connect the points together to form a straight line. So now let's go ahead and cut it out. For the neckline, I'll be cutting out the back neckline first. So after cutting it out, I'm going to open up the fabric and bring out one piece. So this piece is going to serve as the back. So now on our front piece, don't forget I've marked 3.5 for the neck depth. So now from that 3.5, we're going to come down by 3 inches. This is for the slits. So now I'm going to go ahead to cut out the front neckline. After that, I'm going to open up the midpoint and cut out the slit. Make sure your slit is stopping right on that 3 inches. So for the black crepe, I'll be making use of the length of 24 inches. And on the upper part, I'll be using the wideness of 4.75. Then the down part, I'll be using the wideness of 4.25. You can see the slight curve I did at the midpoint. So now, after making sure the black pieces were aligned, I'm going to place my main fabric on it, making sure the folded edge of the front piece is well aligned with the folded edge of the crepe. After that, I went ahead to pin it down. Then I cut out the rounded neckline. I'm sure you noticed I only went ahead to cut out the rounded neckline only and not the slit. So you are going to leave the slit for now, then cut out just the round part. After that, I've gone ahead to place the right side of the crepe together with the wrong side of the African print. So this is it. Then the next thing I did was to turn it back to the right side and go ahead and join the black piece and to the African print using half an inch all through the neckline. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do now is to open up the slit part. So this is what I have after opening up the slit part. Then I'm going to go ahead to notch the neckline just as you see me doing. So after notching the neckline, I went ahead to turn the black piece to the front side. Like I went ahead to turn it back to the right side just as you see me doing. So this is me trying to adjust the neckline to make sure it is sitting properly. You can see that the neckline is still rough. So what I'm going to do now is to cut out the excess on the neckline and go ahead to give it a good press. After that, I'm going to sew down the black piece on the African print. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out 2 pieces for the belt. And also for the back piece, I'm going to make use of bias tape to turn the neckline. After that, I'm going to go ahead to join the front and the back piece together. That is, I'm going to join the shoulder, the sleeve, and the two sides together. After joining, this is what I have, guys. You can see I've gone ahead to join the shoulder, the sleeve, and the two sides together. So now, on how we're going to insert the belt, you are going to turn your fabric to the front side. After that, I went ahead to place my tape on the shoulder measurement and mark my shoulder to waist. I marked it on this side and went ahead to mark it on the second side. After that, the next thing I did was to connect the points together, just as you see me doing. So now, after connecting the points together, I went ahead to measure what I have on the waistline. So I had 17. Now, what I'm going to do next is to divide the 17 by 2. My answer, I'm going to place it on the midpoint of the line. So now, from this midpoint line, I went ahead to mark my waist measurement divided by 4. I marked it on this side and I went ahead to mark the same measurement on the other side, which is my waist measurement divided by 4. So after making the 2 points, I went ahead to measure it to see if it is giving me half of my waist measurement. So now that we've marked those points, the next thing we're going to do now is to take our belt. That is after joining the two belts together. So now you take one piece and place it on the line as you see me doing. You can go ahead and use a pin to pin it down. Then I went ahead to do the same thing on the other side. After pinning it down, I'm going to go to the machine and sew it together. Don't forget you are sewing it only to the front part. So now this is what I have, guys. I've gone ahead to stitch it down. And this will bring us to the end of today's video, guys. So if you find this content valuable, please show some love by hitting the like button and sharing your thoughts in the comment section. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is being posted here on this channel. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.